Autzen Stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Clemson Tigers taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Got room at the 35. Oh, look out. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. First down here for the offense. They'll try the run. Hard running there. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Wants to throw on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Ducks are on the move. Here's the handoff. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Ducks decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Offense working from the pistol. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. To the ground. He's got it again. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. These corners going to give them some space. Makes his connection. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Watts. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Play number 9 on this drive. They'll try to get outside. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. Look at the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on the rise.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and gone.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Holds and fires complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. From the gun, to give, looking for room. That play won't make the highlight reel, except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He's got it down the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, going to the air. Finds his man and they convert. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
It's complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody. At the 16. Lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He's looking to throw it. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback moving. Moves around to clear up the vision. Just refused to take it out of reverse. Got caught for the safety, and he might spend some time on the bench after that one. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He finds his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Ducks in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run.
Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will give them the lead.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. On the move at the 30. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
One for two on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Clemson.
And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Coming after him. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Right back to the well. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. Pickup of one. It's down at the 11. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David.
And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Going to the running game. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
At the 26-yard line. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Clemson 17, Oregon 9.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Watts.
Running back for the ball carrier. He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Lincoln. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And, guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game, and you're going to have to just start taking shots.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
A shot toward the end zone. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Scrambling away. He's looking on the right side. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back at an opportunity like this.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Running back goes in motion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They want to just keep throwing it. Feeling some heat. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly. Stop. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Finds a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Looking to move it through the air. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, Dave. The Jimmies and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. They're trying to get to it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. It is good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
9.
Here's the return from inside the 25. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end.